It is that positive, thankful mindset that it's just a state of appreciating. So practicing gratitude can range from the smallest thing in your life to also the big things. Now we're going to join together in a meditation that actively encourages appreciation and positive thinking. Hey everyone, I'm Olivia, and it's my pleasure to welcome you back to the Magical You podcast by Catrice. Today we're going to be talking about something which is so important to me, gratitude. I'm incredibly lucky to be living a life I have always dreamed of and absolutely love. Seriously, I pinch myself all the time, but it's easy to get complacent about what we have and forget to look back, remember our journey, and be grateful for where we are now and what we have. I also find that taking time to reflect and remind ourselves of the good things we have in our lives can really be helpful to get through any tough time we face. Now, as I start my makeup, and by the way, getting to do makeup for a living is something I personally am super grateful for, I'm going to share a quote that I think is really grounding in talking about gratitude. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. That's from Melody Beattie, who is a fantastic self-help writer. What I think this quote is saying is that rather than constantly aspiring to bigger and better things or looking at what others have and being unhappy as a result, we should try to be content in what we have right now and grateful for that, as that will ultimately make us much happier. They say comparison is a joy thief, and that's absolutely true. So we're going to start with my look for today now, and given we're talking about gratitude, I thought I'll go for a look that uses really calming colors that makes me feel kind of serene and reflective, with a lovely sky blue eye and a coral lip. Anything with beachy tones always makes me feel so relaxed. Plus, I am always super grateful when I get to go to the beach. I miss my home, so shout out to Cape Town. So to start the podcast off for today, we actually asked the community on Instagram what they do to practice gratitude, and I really hope you guys are interested to hear it because I am. So let's get into that while I do my primer. So the first question was, what methods do they use to practice gratitude? So we got some really nice answers, so I'm going to share a few with you today. Okay, one was expressing gratitude towards themselves and others. The second was writing things down and expressing things in words and using a journal. The third was telling their dearest they love them. And the fourth one is actually meditation, which we've done a few times already on the podcast, and we're actually doing today as well. So the second question is, has practicing gratitude impacted your life in a positive way? So 80% of you said that it impacted your life in a positive way, and only 20% said no. So that is actually quite a big positive response from you guys. And the third question was, do you practice gratitude? 53% said sometimes, 26% said never, and 21% said often. And that actually surprised me because of the previous question. It said that it impacted so many people in a positive way, but only a small number of you actually practice gratitude. So maybe it's something to note that maybe we should all practice gratitude because it will have a positive impact in our lives. Before we move on, I actually just wanted to talk about what actually is gratitude and give kind of like a definition of it. And gratitude, for me, when I think about it, is being thankful. It's another way of being thankful for all aspects of your life and what surrounds your life. It is that positive, thankful mindset that it's just a state of appreciating and also reflecting on your life. So practicing gratitude can range from the smallest thing in your life to also the big things. For example, now that I've moved to Germany, I really appreciate and grateful for the sun when it does come out. And that's just something so small. And also during the springtime now, I feel myself noticing the greenery and the flowers more, and I'm grateful for that. But on obviously a larger scale, I'm extremely grateful for where I am in my life right now, in terms of my job, in terms of how I'm settled in Germany now. I have a great friendship group. I feel so grateful for that. So it can really range from the little things, the little moments in your day, the people in your day. It's just taking time to appreciate that and being thankful. So what are the benefits of practicing gratitude? Scientific studies have shown that practicing gratitude 5 days a week for 15 minutes a day can benefit your mental and physical health. It's shown to have reduced stress, improve sleep, increase happiness, and improve relationships. So that seems like a lot of time daily, 15 minutes. Just my first thoughts on the whole topic. But if you think about it, you don't necessarily have to be sitting down at a table and force yourself to sit there and be grateful and practice gratitude. It can be done while you're driving to work, on your commute, or it can be done during lunchtime. It's just taking the time to think, and you don't have to, you can be doing other things. So when you think about it that way and all the benefits that they picked up on practicing gratitude, it's must be worth it. And I've definitely found that it definitely helps increase your happiness. You're not so worried or comparing yourself to others. You're really grateful and thankful for everything and all opportunities, little or small, in your life. So there are actually 3 simple methods of practicing gratitude. One is keeping a gratitude journal, and each day you write down simple things or moments that you are grateful for. That could be anything from your job to a nice cup of coffee. And I actually have a journal as well that I practice and write in every day. There's a moment for the morning when you first wake up, and there's also an evening reflection. And I actually got it as a gift, which was actually a really nice gift from a friend. And it's also something that you can gift your friends, as it really helps with being more positive and being more mindful of your everyday activities or just anything that you're doing and you want to practice more gratitude in your life. And I brought my journal with me today, and I thought it would be really nice to go through some of the things I wrote this morning in my 5 minutes of gratitude. So the first thing I said, I'm grateful for the opportunity to work. And I also said, starting my mindfulness journey, and I'm grateful for the sun and warmer weather. So it's little things like that. This is a combination of my job, which is obviously a big part of my life and I'm extremely grateful for. But then also I always make sure to be grateful for the sun when it does come out. And of course, it's warmer weather now and I am loving it. And of course, the mindfulness journey that I'm going through with this podcast, learning mindfulness, affirmation, and meditation. So the second way to practice gratitude is mental gratitude exercises. So it's taking the small moments throughout the day to mentally acknowledge and appreciate the positive aspects of your life. So for me today, this morning, I got my bus on time, which I sometimes struggle with. And also I had a really good cup of coffee first thing in the morning. So the third method is verbally expressing gratitude, saying thank you to others for small actions of help or expressing appreciation for their actions or for simply just being in your life. It's so important to say thank you just to anyone that you feel needs it. And I think sometimes a lot of people forget that. Please and thank you goes a long way to have a more positive mindset. Yeah, next time someone does something nice to you, don't forget to say thank you. So I actually want to thank you listeners for following along on this mindfulness journey and coming back every week. So as spoken in a previous episode, I am a naturally really positive person, but if you're not, gratitude can be a great way to practice being more positive as well. I find that when I notice the little things and I'm really grateful for the little things, I have a more positive day in general. And as I said, it's the little things for me that I find that impacts my days, that makes it more positive. And again, you don't want to focus on the bad parts of your day. So being more grateful for the sunshine, being able to appreciate some fresh air, getting outside of the office. It's just little things like that that can impact your life to be more positive rather than being so negative. It's always like my thing. I didn't have a bad day. I had a bad moment of the day, and the rest I can be more grateful and practice some gratitude. So I still end up having a more positive day. And that would be my biggest thing for you guys to try practice if you're not a super positive person, and how you can kind of implement practicing gratitude easily. Well, I am so grateful that I was able to share those insights with you. So that's another thing to add to my gratitude list for the day. Now we're going to join together in a meditation that actively encourages appreciation and positive thinking. Find a quiet place where you can relax and be comfortable, perhaps sitting on your sofa or bed. Close your eyes and start by taking a few deep breaths. Allow yourself to feel calm and focused. With each inhale, imagine breathing in gratitude and positivity. With each exhale, release any feelings of envy or negativity. Now, visualize all the things in your life that you feel grateful for. Is that your family, your job, your health, your home, your friends, your pets? Anything that makes you feel happy and that you're lucky to have them. Focus on all that you're grateful for and what joy they bring to your life. Now, with a final exhale, let out any last little feelings of negativity and embrace that positive mindset. Thank you for joining me in that meditation. It really is beneficial to take time to think about the positives in our life and things that we are grateful for on a regular basis. So hopefully this will be something you can build into your routine. Well, I am grateful for the day I have ahead of me. So I'm going to spritz some setting spray and then I'll be heading out. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the Magical You podcast by Catrice. I love hearing from you, so please get in touch and let me know what you're grateful for and how you like to practice gratitude. Don't forget to join me again next Tuesday when we'll be discussing self-empowerment. Starting with the quote from Naira Waheed, "I am mine before I am ever anyone else's." I hope you have a brilliant day.